So this is what Luperon looks like after it rains. Get to see all the garbage floating around, all the styrofoam containers and juice boxes. Let's see behind me, check that out. All plastic and styrofoam. This is why we don't get takeout containers from restaurants. That's why we try to can things and reduce our waste.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Clark.
We opted out of a typical American life to live more independently, frugally, and off the grid.
We currently travel the world aboard our antique sailboat named Temptress.
Each month, we sit down to tell you where we are, what we're doing, share the best and worst moments, answer questions, and tell you exactly how much it costs us to live this life.
This is our adventure log for February 2021.
So Luperon, while being warm and relatively nice, has been a little bit dreary at times. And when it rains, the garbage washes out into the harbor along with all the other natural debris, and it makes it a little bit hard to get around. We have tried to pick up little bits of it on our way into town when we can and drop it off at the basura, but there's a lot of it, and it kind of reaffirms for us why we try to live with a little less waste in our life and to preserve food and reduce the packaging that we consume. We're not perfect, but we try to be somewhat good, I guess. Shopping bags and all that. So what's been going on this month?
Well, basically this month we've been sick. I think it's official. We haven't been tested, but I think we picked up COVID in the hospital. Emily picked it up while she was there. I caught it from her. So we've got it. We've got the pandemic, I'm pretty sure. It's not like we're going to die. We're just tired all the time, and I'm coughing an awful lot. So you probably won't hear me talk quite as much during this, video.
Yeah, and so that just means that we're staying on the boat, staying away from other people. I'm sure we're past the contagious, quote-unquote, phase. It's been a good 6 weeks or something like that, but we're just keeping to ourselves. So
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep watching us, because we're not having an adventure right now. We're just sort of staying inside and making it work.
So we've been doing inside projects. I've been working on that charge controller, of course. We've mentioned that a couple times. It should go out this week for prototype build, and I'll have them in my hands in a few weeks. And that's kind of interesting for me anyway. I've never done anything quite like that before, where I had a build house make them. And Emily's been going hard at the games.
Yep, still working on board game stuff. And let's see, what else have we been doing? I mean, not a whole lot else. We've been making some videos about knots. We've just been sort of cleaning up and getting the boat in order a little bit at a time, and just staying well fed and well hydrated and sleeping, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I guess the one nice thing, other than the occasional rainbow in the harbor, has been it doesn't cost us very much to live this way.
Well, the one nice thing about rain, our water tanks are full. We didn't have to pay anybody to bring the water out.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It just all comes down off the awning and into the tanks and fills them right up.
Yeah, it was pouring yesterday, so we both took very long hot showers and collected buckets and buckets of water. So I'll be doing laundry today. And we did a bunch of dishes and scrubbing. Need to clean the head, probably. The whole head needs to just be kind of scrubbed down and probably repainted eventually, too.
Yeah, well, there's always a project. So.
Always a project. Always lots of projects to do. But yeah, cheap month this month. Let's talk about the budget. Our budget is always $1,000 a month, as you know. This month we spent $675. Of that, 110 of it was food, 10 of it was restaurants, 22 was wine and alcohol. Household expenses like toilet paper and cleaning supplies, $55. Utilities, such as laundry and trash, and we didn't pay for any of those. Phone, I guess it was just phone. Phone expenses were $55. Our mooring cost $60, as it does every month. Maintenance budget, $162. We bought some electrical wire, some spools of that, and some other just spares and project supplies. Healthcare, $64. I think 62 of that is insurance and $2 was vitamins or something like that. Entertainment, including just streaming services, $18. And let's see, our internet, and we got a new set of headphones and some other computery stuff, $118 for a total of $675. Last month we spent a lot more with the healthcare things that we incurred and some other maintenance projects and stuff like that. But our monthly average now for the first 2 months of 2021 comes out to $1,638, and our total spent year to date is $3,276. So this month was cheap at $675, but overall we're hoping to get that curve back down to $1,000 a month. That's the budget. So while we're stuck inside aboard our boat and not out having super adventures, we would like to dedicate some time to answering your questions. We've been working on lines and knots and just some sailing basics, but we'd like to answer more questions. So we want to hear from you what things you have on your minds, what questions you have. Maybe we'll do an episode on cabin fever or maybe another boat tour. I've been meaning to do a video on our tiny little kitchen and how we make that work. So if you have any questions at all about us personally, about the boat, about sailing life, bring them on this month and we will try to answer them. And I think that's it for this month. He's just coughing so much, we don't really want to talk a whole lot.
The more I talk, the more I cough.
Yeah, so we're going to cut it short this month, but that's our adventure log for February. And we hope everybody else out there is healthy and happy, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.
When we met, we knew that we did things differently, but with no regrets, both living life authentically. So we packed up this antique boat to make a life upon the sea. For the worse and for the better, to live a life full of adventure. Emily and Clark's Adventure.